Live from the KWQC Broadcast Center in downtown Davenport with Morgan Otier and Kyle Keel. This is Quad Cities Live.
Today on QCL, how you can make dreams come true this holiday season through Family Resources Adopt a Family initiative.
Plus, we are firing up the flavor with one of Muscatine's favorites. Find out what keeps everyone coming back to Skinny's Barbecue.
And later, our wins of the weekend, including some not so spooky fun at this year's Halloween parade in downtown Davenport. Hello and welcome to Quad Cities Live on this Monday, October 27th. Thank you for joining us. I'm Morgan Otier.
I'm Kyle Keel. When local organizations face tough challenges from sustainability to infrastructure, Augustana College's Upper Mississippi Center is stepping up to help.
Yeah, through its Augustana Accelerator program, the UMC connects communities with students and faculty to find real-world solutions to local problems, and now they're looking for their next community partner. Joining us to tell us more is Dr. Michael Reisner, director of the Upper Mississippi Center at Augustana. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for the opportunity to talk about the initiative.
Yes, of course.
Yeah, this is really great.
Yeah.
I know through the news, I mean, I've heard a little bit about the program, but I don't know, like, the general population or general public, if they know much about it. So we appreciate you coming on the show today. So for those who may not be familiar, what is the UMC? What kind of work do you all do?
Yeah, so the Upper Mississippi Center is really just our interdisciplinary research center, and really its vision is to mobilize Augustana's faculty and students to get out in the community, helping them advance their strategic priorities and help try to address some of the social and economic and environmental challenges they could use to help trying to advance.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit more about the Augustana Accelerator and how this all fits into the mission.
Yeah, I would say that first and foremost, we actually have a request for proposals out. So this is a very community-driven process. We're looking for communities, mostly local and county governments, but also local NGOs, where if they have pressing strategic needs that they could use some help advancing, we want to get the word out and get them in contact with us so we can try to match their needs with some real-world learning experiences for students.
Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so tell us a little bit more about what happens when an organization or a municipality becomes a community partner. What does that partnership look like? I mean, are students and faculty in different disciplines spread out in different areas?
Yeah, so it's a flexible initiative. We usually start with a brainstorming session, and then we will go back and we try to match the highest priority needs the community partner has with our faculty expertise. There's a couple of different models. One of the easiest ones is if we have an existing upper level course that's got the expertise that a project needs, we just embed that as a research-based, course-based experience, and the students work on that in a class. If there's a more complex one that maybe requires an interdisciplinary team of students where you need to reach across a couple of different departments, we tend to just have a faculty mentored research team address that. And sometimes those are a semester, sometimes those last a year.
Oh, wow.
So. Yeah, and you talk about the faculty and the student expertise. So how is that actually applied into the real world?
Yeah, so when we identify a project and we have a tentative match, we actually work together with the community partner, and they have a project lead, and we actually develop a scope of work, and it lays out what's going to be done and what the deliverables are, and those are the expectations. So it really gets applied to a real-world problem, every single one of them.
Can you give us a couple of examples of that? I know we have tons of videos, so thank you for providing us with that. The one that I remember most, just from being part of the news department, is the lead pipes, like the replacements and all of that.
Yeah, no, so that would have been one of those complex ones that requires an interdisciplinary team. We had a couple upper level classes do small pieces, but we really had a team of 12 to 16 students. It ebbed and flowed, and we had an interdisciplinary group of faculty that we worked on it for about 18 months with the city of Rock Island. And in a nutshell, we had to come up with I remember we started with 90% of the pipes. We didn't know where they were.
Wow.
So go ahead. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, so we had to figure out how to use historical records to try to fill in the gaps, and then we did some door-to-door, and then we did some efforts where community members actually helped survey their own pipes.
Yes,
so
I
we built
that.
the inventory, and then another group of students was working on that required replacement and financing plan.
Wow.
So it was kind of a crazy interdisciplinary approach.
Huge.
So obviously some complexities here with some of these projects. So how do you go about deciding which project you're going to push through that accelerator?
Yeah, I mean, the first thing we do is we really want to make sure it's the highest priority for the city. And then we really have to be honest, you know, we are an undergraduate institution.
Yeah.
We have to have projects that match our expertise.
Right.
And there are some projects we say, you know, we don't have that expertise, but so-and-so at the University of Iowa might have it.
Sure.
So we really try to match it. And from our perspective, we're trying to find those learning experiences for our students that really match the learning outcomes of the courses. But usually we can find a match with most of the projects.
Wonderful.
Yeah, very beneficial for the student as well as the community. So if you want to apply, you can visit the website on your screen, augustana.edu. Just search Upper Mississippi Center or UMC. Dr. Michael Reisner, thank you so much for coming on today and talking about the center.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We really appreciate it. Just ahead on QCL, Family Resources is making sure there's something under the tree this holiday season, how you can adopt a family after the break.
Quad Cities Live continues.
It is one of the Quad Cities' most heartwarming holiday traditions, the Family Resources Adopt a Family program. For more than 2 decades, this program has brought joy, comfort, and dignity to local families facing hardship during the holiday season. Joining us today is President and CEO of Family Resources, Nicole Cisney-Durbin. Nicole, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we were just talking all about, I cannot believe it is coming up on this time of year again.
Yeah.
It's comes as a surprise for a lot of people, but here it is, and that's why it's so important to talk about this Adopt a Family program. So for people that maybe haven't heard of it before, what's the program all about?
Well, every year, Family Resources serves thousands of clients, right? We have an impact on over 80,000 individuals in our community. And we want to make sure that individuals that receive our services have a lovely holiday season. And a lot of them need extra help with that.
Yeah.
So we've been doing this for over 20 years.
Amazing.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. We have incredible support from the Davenport Police Association and Chuck's Tap. And the list goes on and on and on.
Right.
So it's what it sounds like, you know, families and individuals fill out wish lists just like an angel tree, and we make sure that they have a happy holiday.
That's wonderful. You know, and over those years, tell us a little bit about the impact that this really does have on families and individuals.
Absolutely. So I don't know about you, but every year when I do this, I take my kids shopping with me. And they're always so interested why kids and adults are asking for things that we take for granted.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Right? So they're asking for, you know, deodorant or body wash or things that we would normally just have around that should not be a Christmas present. So it's an opportunity to educate my kids on the privilege that they have, but also ensure that folks have just the basic essentials and then lovely things that we take for granted.
Surprises.
Yes, and toys and just all the things that, you know, any kid should be able to wake up Christmas morning and have.
You are so right. When folks take a look at these wish lists, they will be shocked at how many items are on there that you already have in your kitchen or in your bathroom and things of that nature. So, okay, so you've already gotten what, 100 wish lists submitted, but there will probably be more.
Yes. So last year we had over 1,000 individuals.
Okay.
So that's not 1,000 families, that's individual wish lists.
Yeah.
We expect to have about that this year, and we only have 25 donors signed up so far. So we are asking our community
here today
to participate. Yes, and it's not just about the kids waking up Christmas morning. It's about those adults and families knowing that our community cares and that they feel that support, that they're not alone in this.
Yeah, they need that support as well. So, okay, so the process, your staff will go out and help these folks fill out these wish lists. Is that how that works?
Yep.
Okay, so if I want to adopt a family, how does that work for me?
You can go online and sign up to be one of our donors, www.famres.org, and you can say, I can take one wish list, I can take a family of 10. You know, it's really up to you on how you want to participate. If you don't have time to actually go out and do the shopping, you can donate money and then we'll do the shopping for you. So you know, the opportunities are endless. If you can't afford to participate and you want to still be a part of this, we have wrapping parties.
Yes.
And those are so fun.
Yes, you have a few days of wrapping parties. I think you provided us with that information, so we can get that on the screen. There it is. So December 9th, 10th, and 11th, 2 times that you could participate. All you have to do is sign up to volunteer. You guys have a lot of fun at these.
Oh my gosh, I like to ride the bikes around the office.
I bet you do. So the wrapping parties are a great way to give back and volunteer if you don't feel like this is your year to potentially go out and purchase a bunch of gifts or, you know, make a monetary donation. And before we, you know, run out of time today, I want to talk about those toy drives as well that are a really big part of this. So Chuck's Tap, as is every year, participating Saturday, December 6th. And then there's also one at North Park Mall, which Davenport Police Association helps out with that?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So this is also something to keep in mind if you want to donate. All of it is what, the same part of the same program?
Yep, absolutely. It all goes to the individuals that we serve. And I can't speak highly enough about the Davenport Police Association and Chuck's Tap. Please support those guys, both Chuck's Tap and the Davenport Police Association. They've been incredible.
I know how much they've meant to, you know, to this organization and all of that. So it's really amazing. Well, I want to thank you for coming on the show today. And if people are watching and they want to learn more about how to get involved in the Adopt a Family initiative, just visit that website on your screen, famres.org/adopt-a-family, right there at the bottom. Nicole, as always, just thanks for coming on the show and being such a great spokesperson for this
Thanks
initiative.
for having us.
Absolutely. Just ahead on Quad Cities Live, it's all about smoke, spice, and small town pride. We are at Skinny's Barbecue in Muscatine with their mouth-watering menu and the story behind their hometown success.
You're watching Quad Cities Live.
When it comes to barbecue in the QCA, one name rises to the top: Skinny's Barbecue in Muscatine. Celebrating 6 years in business, this local favorite is known for its Texas-style barbecue and Midwestern hospitality. Joining me now is owner Cord Kleist. Cord, thanks for chatting with us today.
Yes.
We're so excited to talk with you about Skinny's Barbecue. So located in Muscatine, you're from the Muscatine area, correct?
Yes, born and raised.
So give us a little bit of background on your family and kind of the service industry.
My dad was self-employed, but always heard stories of the restaurant business and the bar business and the success in it. So always just had the dream of doing so. And then my senior year of high school, my dad and I opened a sports bar called Boonies on the Avenue.
Where did you come up with the idea for Skinny's Barbecue? What got you into barbecue in general? Why was that the choice?
My 21st birthday, I got a present from my parents, and it was a smoker. And we would always close the restaurant on Labor Day and Memorial Day. And we would have a party at my parents' house and invite all of our regular customers. Me and my friends would bring all of our smokers together and start early in the morning and do ribs for the main entree. Growing up in the area, we never had barbecue, so it was not anything that the people that were attending the parties were familiar with. And we did dry rub, which is the Texas style, no sauce on the meat. So I was like, man, I have this smoker, and there's no barbecue restaurants around here. We need a restaurant that's going to stick out, not compete with my dad selling burgers or salads or wings or anything else. It had to be barbecue. And so I just wanted to bring that here. And so I've really learned from the ground up, and that's where barbecue's fun, because every day my team gets to come in, look at the meat, look how it cooked the night before, how can we do it different, how can we do it better, which has led us to still be here 6 years later.
Yeah, celebrating 6 years in business, so congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
So tell us a little bit about your food. So you said it's Texas style barbecue. You have a whole lot though on your menu for people to choose from.
Yeah, and that goes back to I wanted to bring something different to Muscatine, so we did Texas style. All the meats and sides were a la carte, so you order quarter pound, half pound, full pound of meat. You can add a bun, get a piece of cornbread, pick some sides. We had done some daily specials to try to attract the people that weren't coming because they weren't familiar with it. And some of those were like quesadillas, burritos, tacos, grilled cheese sandwiches. And I think that the reason for stepping outside of just barbecue was to attract the everyday customer.
What is the customer response, especially the customer that, really likes barbecue food?
It gives me goosebumps, honestly, because it's like going back to not knowing how to do it when I started. Like, people can't believe how good it is, and the home cookers, the ones that cook barbecue at home, still are like, wow. One of my favorite stories is like a grumpy old farmer walking in, how do you order here, and then they tell them, and then they order, and they're not very happy. They get to the table, and then on the way out, they smack their wedding ring on the counter and say, very good, gentlemen. There's people that come here regularly that don't go to restaurants, but they feel comfortable not only with the food, but with the hospitality. The guys make them feel welcome when they come. The guys remember, getting ribs today, and they remember what side they're getting.
I love hearing you talk about that.
Yeah,
You're clearly very passionate about it, and I think that shines through in your business very clearly. You are also award winners. So talk about your pulled pork sandwich and being recognized for that. That's huge.
Yeah, definitely helped being from Iowa. With the Iowa Pork Producers put on a competition during March Madness of 2024. And there was like a bracket of 32 teams, and we ended up getting first place in that. And that was huge. Usually Tuesdays was like the slow day, and then after that we opened the door and it's like busy on Tuesdays, busy on every day.
Well, congratulations on that.
Yeah.
The atmosphere is incredible. So, the downtown Muscatine area has, I would say, really become more and more of a destination every year. Skinny's Barbecue is obviously part of that. So talk about the atmosphere here.
Yeah, connected to a craft cocktail and beer lounge that is owned by my brother and parents. Do live music every Thursday night. This time of the year, that's going to start moving inside, but usually musicians from all over the area, Iowa City, the Quad Cities, and then in the nice weather, we put it out on the patio.
So we have some construction going on outside the building. People will notice that. That's because there's some exciting things that are happening for you here at Skinny's. You're expanding.
That's correct. Expanding to the other side of the bar, connected, just to give us a second street access, a door that people can find rather than being tucked away into the building, and then give people more of an experience when they come as a destination, travel here rather than the tight little corners.
You spoke about catering. So people that don't come to Skinny's, they can still try Skinny's. So you do cater.
Yes.
And you're also going to be kind of expanding your location in a different way in the future.
We have purchased a food truck. We have a home address in the west end of Davenport. The food truck is matching with the building. We got a fire truck, food truck that is going to be serving barbecue. Not too set on all the other details of it all, but yeah, going to be bringing some barbecue to the Quad Cities.
Well, Cord, thank you so much for talking with us today.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
Skinny's Barbecue is open Tuesday through Saturday, located at 208 West 2nd Street in Muscatine inside the Pearl Plaza. You can also visit them on the web. After the break, it's Monday, which means it's time to share our wins of the weekend, including some time in the kitchen baking sweet treats. All right, it is time now for our wins of the weekend, as it is Monday afternoon. So let's start with you, because I'm curious about those sweet treats.
Yeah, the sweet treats. Well, we had all these grand plans for the weekend, but the bug hit the Keels household. Whatever bug's going around, we got it. So we weren't feeling very well. So Saturday we decided to just kind of stay inside, chill out, and we decided to make some homemade Pop-Tarts or puff pastries, whatever you want to call them. So there's Carson. I didn't get the before where they were doing the whole thing with spreading. We put Nutella in the middle of it. So
wow.
We baked
Very
those.
Sweet.
Got to do the fork thing where we, closed up the edges or whatever, put some icing on it, and of course we had to put the sprinkles on it. So plenty of sprinkles on the kids'. But I tell you what, the Nutella inside it was
really
delicious.
Good. You're a big Nutella fan.
I'm a big Nutella fan. Chocolate fan. I know we were talking about favorite Pop-Tarts. You like the more fruity. I like the more chocolatey.
When it's a Pop-Tart, which is so weird because I'm not a candy person. Like for Halloween, I'm more of a chocolate person.
Yeah, I
and
would
Darbs
agree.
never picks the right candy. on Halloween. So.
Yeah, I feel like most people like the fruity Pop-Tarts, but we decided to go with the
They look great.
The Nutella, the hazelnut. So
Job
good.
well done.
Yes,
Very cool.
they did great.
Well, speaking of treats,
Yeah.
This little one got to be in the Halloween parade in downtown Davenport yesterday. She did such a good job. She was with her whole Girl Scout troop. So that's right there. She spotted me.
I see.
And I got a picture of that. Those are two of her little friends, Celeste and Luella. They all go to school together, Edie, and they're all in Girl Scouts together. It's just such a great group of little girls, and their theme was Wicked. So we had some witches and some Glindas, and walking in the parade, and they just think it's so much fun to hand out the candy.
Oh yes,
but
that is always fun.
They do it too quickly. So by the end of the parade, and it's a short parade,
they have nothing to.
They're without candy. So
that parade's always fun though.
Yeah, it was a very good time. Lots of good costumes. All right, well, thank you so much for watching QCL.
Jeopardy's coming up next, followed by your news at 4, and we will be right back here tomorrow. See you then.